Hello everybody. I'm going to be reading a book called Hero by Sarah Lean. So if you want to read along, or if you just want to listen, however you want to do it, that'd be great. Let's get it going. I can fit a whole Roman amphitheater in my imagination and still have loads of room. It's big in there, much bigger than you'd think. I can build a dream, a brilliant dream of anything, and be any hero I want. For the most awesome, heroic imagined gladiator battles ever. Once again, the school is proud to present the Daydreaming Trophy to Leo Biggs. That's also imaginary. You have to pass your trumpet exam to get a certificate, like my big sister, or be able to read really fast and remember tons of facts to get an A in school, like my best friend George, before anybody tells you they're proud of you. Your family doesn't even get you a new bike for your birthday for being a daydreamer, even if you really wanted one. Daydreaming is the only thing I'm good at, and right here on Clarendon Road, I am a gladiator. The best kind of hero there is.
Yeah, don't you need your helmet?
George called. Oh yeah, I forgot, I said, cycling back to my old bike to collect it. Now stand back, so you're in the audience. Stamp your feet a bit and do the thumbs up thing at the end when I win. George sat on Miss Pardoe's wall, kicking against the bricks, reading his book on space.
Yeah, it says in here that meteors don't normally hit the Earth, George said. They break up in the atmosphere, so there aren't going to be any explosions or anything when it comes. Shame.
Concentrate, George. You have to pretend you're in the amphitheater. They didn't have books in the Roman times, did they?
I don't think so. They might have had meteors, though. People think you can wish on meteors, but it's not scientific or anything.
He didn't close the book, and I could tell he was still concentrating on finding out more about the meteor that was on the news. So I put on my gladiator helmet, made out of cardboard by me, and bowed to my imaginary audience. They rumbled and cheered. Jupiter's coming now. Salute, George, salute! The king of all the Roman gods, with arms of steel and his chest like hills, rolled into the night stars over Clarendon Road like a tsunami. Jupiter was huge and impressive. He sat at the back of the amphitheater on his own kind of platform and throne, draped his arms over the statue of his lion, and nodded. It was me he'd come to watch. I held up my imaginary sword. George! George punched the sky without looking up from his book. He couldn't see or hear what I could. The whole crowd cheering my name from the thick black dark above. Let the games begin, Jupiter boomed. The gates opened. Here he comes, George.
Get him, Leo. Get him good.
The gladiator of Rome came charging up the slope. I twisted and turned on my bike, bumped down off the curb, and picked up speed. The crowd was on its feet already, and I raised my sword. And then George's mom came around the corner.
George, you come in now for your dinner, she said.
I took off my helmet and put it inside my coat.
Yeah, in a minute, Mom, George said. I'm busy. It's freezing out here, she said.
I skidded on my bike. I whispered, George, please stay. It's my birthday. You have to be here. I have to win something today.
I'm fine, he called to his mom. I've got a hat. Yes, but you're not wearing it.
She came over, pressed her hand on George's forehead.
You've got homework, and you're definitely running a temperature.
Gladiators don't have homework, I said. George grinned.
But George does,
his mom said.
Mom.
His shoulders sagged. She shook her head.
I think you both ought to be inside. Come on, George. Home, now. Sorry, gotta go, he sighed.
He slipped off the wall, pulled at the damp fabric from the frosty wall on the back of his pants.
Now come and watch tomorrow. Do your coat up,
George's mom said as they walked away. George turned back.
Did you know that Jupiter is just about the closest it ever gets to Earth right now?
I looked up. Jupiter was here, in the night sky over Clarendon Road. Yeah, I know, George.
I'll do some research for our Roman presentation.
Yeah, awesome. I'll see you tomorrow.
Leo?
What? He saluted. I didn't want to go home yet, though. I really wanted something to go right today. I bumped the curb on my bike and cruised back into the arena. The gladiator of Rome was lurking in the shadows between the parked cars. I could smell his sweaty, fighting smell, hear his raspy breath. Just in time, I hoisted my sword over my head as he attacked.
Steel clashed. I held his weight, heaved, turned, advanced, swung. We smashed our swords together again. I felt his strength in mine. The crowd was up. Thousands of creatures and men stamped their feet at the amphitheater of the sky. Their voices roared. Swords locked. I ducked, twisted to spin the weapon from his hands. I didn't see the fallen metal trash can on the pavement. I braked, but my front wheel thumped into the side of it. I catapulted over the can and landed on the pavement. The crowd groaned. Jupiter held out his arms. His fists clenched. He punched his thumb to the ground. I never thought I could lose in my own imagination. Maybe I wasn't even that good at imagining. I lay there, closed my eyes, sighed. It warmed the inside of my cardboard helmet, but nothing else. Everything was going wrong today. I opened my eyes, but it wasn't the gladiator of Rome looking down at me. It was a little white dog.